It's inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. A stunning view of Capitol Hill from high above. We're here in the seat of the U.S. government, Washington, D.C. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment, no aspect is more important than their determination to make sure their voices are heard. As continued cases of social injustice come to light, they refuse to simply shut up and dribble, if you get my meaning. Instead, they're using their platform to affect change. Kevin, it's a movement among some very determined players.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Friday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovic, and it's Gobert in its center. And for the Wizards, Bradley Beal is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Matthews in at the 3 spot. Opening day upon us, Steve. Are you as excited as I am for the new season?
I am, Kevin. Just thinking back when I was a player, you can't wait to try out that new move. You can't wait to play with your new teammates. And I want to get a chance to get my eyes on these new rookies.
It'll be the Wizards off the tip. Now here is Hachimura. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Bogdanovic against Hachimura. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
And the Jazz with possession here. Mitchell kicks to Conley. Back to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, that's easy offense. Hard to stay in front of Mitchell. It takes a collective effort defensively.
Westbrook passes to Hachimura. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Utah with the ball, following the bucket by the Wizards. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Washington. Over to the left wing. Corner shot. He's off on that one. And Utah the other way now. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Here's Hachimura. Rebounded by the Jazz.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. The dive for the ball. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And now a chance to check out Bojan Bogdanovic. He had a strong showing last season. 5th for free throw percentage. And with that effortless stroke, he climbed all the way to the top 15 in three-point percentage.
And yeah, he was money from the charity stripe. Only a handful of players shot a better percentage last season. Tremendous asset. Now here's Beal. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths.
And here's Westbrook from the arc, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Mitchell up top. He's covered by Beal. And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop for the finish. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Jazz trail by 6. Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And then Mitchell hit the dunk.
A lot of great young players in this league. Donovan Mitchell has the edge and hunger right now.
Washington leading now by 4. It's Beal on the wing. A 3 ball. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Avdia's checked in for Matthews. And Utah with a change here, too. Clarkson's checked in. Jazz trail by 7. Now Conley. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Another miss by Utah. Here's Washington. They're on a 15-6 run. Westbrook drives in. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. Pass to Mitchell. 18 feet out. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds in this game. Washington leading now by 9. The pass to Avdia. Back to Westbrook. Beal with it. Conley picks him up from the top of the key. And Washington again with the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Count it. Mitchell's got 8 points.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. Beal against Mitchell. And Beal kicks to Hachimura. For 3, Westbrook. Good work defensively by Conley. Jazz trail by 9. Right side, Bogdanovich. No good on the 3. Westbrook with it. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the Clippers.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
Beal's shot is good.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the 76ers. Clarkson passes to Bogdanovich. Shots good by Clarkson.
Timeout.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Greg, is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount. How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Jazz trail by 11. That's tipped. Pass to Bertens. Pull up Jay. The shot by Beal, no good. Utah's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Mitchell's shot is good.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Neto, the pass to Beal. Now Lopez. He's covered by Favors. Lopez kicks to Bertans. Beal trying to break loose. Lopez. The rebound by the Jazz. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Mitchell. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation. I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
Now here's Beal. He's got 11. There's 47 seconds left here in the first quarter. Up and in on the layup.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Jazz trail by 9. And here is Mitchell. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
Now, here's Avdia. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Finished off the break. Beal's got 18 points in the game.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip. This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
There's Beal with the 3. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon the joys of playing at home.
Being yourself, being in your own comfortable setting, and then arena packed full of your own fans rooting and cheering you on. That's constant motivation and just energy, that puts us into this mindset that we have to win at home.
Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I know it's early, but all those 3-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Donovan Mitchell. Favors is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Niang in at the 3 spot. The drive by Mitchell, and he banks in the layup. Mitchell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Jazz. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the Clippers.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership. And personally, he had one of his more productive years overall.
Here's Bonga after the basket by Utah. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Niang. Kept alive.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Here's Beal. Rebound, Utah.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. And the Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. And the Jazz call time here. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The kick out to Matthews. The three. Rebounded by the Jazz. Niang's got his fourth rebound in this one. 14 feet away. Favors passes to Mitchell. That one goes. Count it. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
To the paint. They need this one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And one of the premier floor spacers in this game now, Bertans. Greg presents a matchup nightmare.
I mean, no one can challenge his shot. He's 6'10", has that high quick release, and can hit it from 30 feet. 2 years in a row now, he's been over 42% from range. And the scary part is he's starting to round out the rest of his game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first for the Jazz. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Bogdanovic comes in for George Niang. And Mike Conley subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. And he's good on the second. Here's Conley, and here are the Jazz now. They're on a 10-1 run right now. Outside Bogdanovic. Utah gets it back. Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
Passes it to Hachimura. Back to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Goes back up. And that one's good. Wagner's got his first points in this one.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
And it's tied up with that one.
He's a great defender. He's improved his scoring. Rudy Gobert has put a lot of work into his body and game.
Now here's Matthews. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Wizards have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Avdia kicks to Westbrook. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since. His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. A floater, and Conley lays it in. Conley's got the lead up to 2 now for Utah.
Smooth off the fingertips. Mike Conley floating it in beautifully.
Conley against Westbrook. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's Utah. They're on a 17-3 run. Conley against Westbrook. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Here's Gobert. Last game he had 12. Good, nice job down low. And now a 4-point Utah lead.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Avdia kicks to Westbrook. Over Conley. Westbrook, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. 5th on the list, Bogdanovich.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Wizards. Trailing by 4. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
And the confidence Hachimura has in himself, knows he can score from this area when given the chance.
Here's Conley. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on a 19-5 run. Dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game. And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
First free throw is good. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense, Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Utah leading by 4. Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Washington has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Westbrook passes to Beal. From outside, off the mark. Utah shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. They get the rebound. Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert is a high percentage shooter from the interior, especially when he's dropping the hammer.
There's the pass to Beal. The tray. Beal with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bogdanovich left side. Rebound by the Wizards. Wagner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Beal drives in. That's tipped.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
And now running up the court, Avdia pushing it up. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Utah the foul. The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
That free throw, no good. A different look for Utah. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Mike Conley. And the second free throw, good.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. Niang kicks to Clarkson. And he jams it with authority.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Beal. 20 points for him. The Wizards with another miss.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Mitchell.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
Avdia. The 10-footer. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Bradley Beal.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Gets it off. He can't get that one. And so it's Utah in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend. And, we've been a little bit fortunate, too. They missed some shots. But, more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 20 points and 2 assists. And Shaq, what did you think about what we saw from Utah?
What more can you say about Donovan Mitchell? An advanced scorer, he seems a step ahead of the defense, and his confidence is absolutely unwavering.
Kenny, what's your take on Washington so far?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
Jazz leading by 9. Rui Hachimura out there with Matthews. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Mitchell. Gobert trying to get open. Again, the Jazz score.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Matthews. Back to Westbrook. Lets it go with a 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Utah the other way now.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Derek Favors. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
O'Neal inside. He's against Hachimura. Mitchell finds Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
This is his shot. Bogdanovich has the touch from deep. He's confident from there, too.
And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Beal.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
And here is Conley after the 3-pointer from Bradley Beal. Pass to Mitchell. Shoots the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Mitchell's got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz.
And that was a little payback for what happened on the other end. Mitchell showing the range. Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
So it's Utah now after the 3-pointer from Bradley Beal. Here's Conley. A beautiful reverse layup. Conley's got 6.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Outside Beal. Back to Westbrook from past the arc. And again, Washington with the triple.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only 1 miss in 5 attempts.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Great job by Hachimura to not lose his concentration. Boy, he plays with great focus and energy.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Davis Bertans checks in for the Wizards. And Utah with a change here, too. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal.
One shot.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 27.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Bertans against Gobert. Beal from long range. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Mitchell doing a good job. In order to have a chance in this league, you've got to be able to score. He's done that tonight.
Took him no time at all on that one. Beal's got 14 points here in the second half.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That's his third foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Outside Conley. With some arc. That one drops for him. Conley's got 8 points.
Really enjoy watching Conley take it all the way. Defense can't match it with his blinding speed.
For three, Westbrook. Rebound, Utah. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Wizards trail by 9. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's Conley. He's got 8. Passes to Niang. Mitchell kicks to Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Neto, the pass to Westbrook. Trains the three-pointer. Westbrook's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Wizards.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Now Conley. He's got 10. Pass to Gobert. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Gobert bouncing off defenders, took a ton of contact, and still scored.
Now here's Westbrook. 18 points for him. Neto, the pass to Bonga. Wizards passing it around. Westbrook, no good. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. 8-point game. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
I mean, an incredible story how Joe Ingles has gotten to this point. A lot of it's been resiliency, and a lot of it has been sacrifice.
The Wizards making a switch here. Avdia's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for George Niang, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Donovan Mitchell. Wizards trail by 10 to the wing right side. Avdia kicks to Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down.
And I think the contact helps Westbrook. I mean, so competitive. This guy invites that bump.
Utah has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And that'll be his third foul so far. Gobert dishes to Ingles. Outside Conley. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Conley's got 12 points in the game.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Avdia, the pass to Lopez. Here's Westbrook. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Jazz leading by 8. Clarkson with the ball. Outside Favors. Back to Clarkson. No good on that one. And it's Washington's ball. Here's Avdia. Basket good.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
1:14 left to play in the third. And here is Conley. He's got 12. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Good D by Lopez. Wizards trail by 6. Bertans bounce pass. 9 feet out. And Washington again with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
In the corner, it's Clarkson. Over Westbrook. And too long on the shot.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
Now here is Conley. It's stolen. And here we go. Washington fast break. Russell Westbrook again. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Lets it go from deep. Got a piece of it. Here's Neto to the right side. But they'll get another chance. Can't get it to fall. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Favors in at the center position.
And there's not an area on the floor where Beal can't do damage. He is a handful for any defense he goes up against.
Now here's Favors. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Westbrook with the bucket.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
O'Neal kicks to Clarkson. Inside. Bogdanovich, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Don't forget, along with the skill, Bogdanovich brings size to the wing position.
And the pass to Wagner. There's Beal with the three. Derek Favors with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Rebounded by the Wizards. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds now in the game. From 12 feet out, Beal's shot is good. Beal's got 40 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
To the inside, here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Beal finds Westbrook. Here's the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Now, here is O'Neal. Clock at 6. Here's Bogdanovich. Hachimura grabs the miss. Wizards leading by 3. Down low, and stolen by Favors. Fast break, here come the Jazz. Conley leading the charge. Buries it down low.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Washington calls timeout. Wizards making a switch here. Matthews is checked in. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Here's Conley after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Here's Mitchell, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 6th assist on the night. The Wizards have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Wagner kicks to Beal. Hachimura down low, guarded by O'Neal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And when Hachimura is looking to score, it sometimes forces the D to get aggressive. Love the energy.
And that one falls for Hachimura. And so he makes both from the line. Now here's Conley. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Yep, that one goes.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now here's Wagner, defended by Gobert. Beal the pass to Westbrook. And a miss there on the triple. Utah trailing here. Bogdanovich left side. They now take the lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim. I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
Now here is Hachimura. There's Beal with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got 45 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Conley, and it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. And so it's Washington with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. And Beal puts up a deep three. No good with the triple. Bogdanovich dishes to Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got 15 points in just the second half. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by one. Beal lays it up and banks it in.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Here's Conley. Right side, Bogdanovich. Plenty of space. Again, the Jazz score.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Washington's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. A three from Matthews. Buries the long-range jumper. Matthews has got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
The Jazz shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. To the middle, here's Bogdanovich, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
The pressure doesn't get to Bojan Bogdanovich. That's a huge bucket for this team.
And a deep three from Beal. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And the Jazz call time here.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Bradley Beal.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Bertanis, he's checked in for Hachimura. Utah with the ball. It's a three-point game. Westbrook against Conley. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Gobert down low. He feeds it to O'Neal. And yes, it's good. O'Neal's got 6 here in this quarter.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Washington calls timeout. Washington's gone 4 of 7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Bounce pass from Westbrook. And Beal kicks to Westbrook. Takes the 13-footer. Again, what an avalanche!
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Poke loose. Beal with the steal. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Pass to Wagner. Here's Westbrook. Defended by Gobert. And that one, good. Westbrook's got 35.
And we've seen this before, folks. Big possession. Westbrook rising to the occasion. How about that competitiveness?
Jazz trail by 5. Now Mitchell. O'Neal trying to break free. Mitchell's shot is good.
Donovan Mitchell's ready, and he knocked down one of the bigger shots of this game.
Outside, Beal. to Westbrook. And the dunk by Westbrook.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And so it's Utah here with the ball, following the bucket by the Wizards.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Here's Beal, and got it! Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Jazz trail by 7.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on. See, that's a solid effort on the defensive glass. You need guys who are willing to work, willing to get their hands dirty inside.
And here's Matthews from the arc, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done. He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Stolen by O'Neal.
It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be. The youngster's not going to buckle or fold. Donovan Mitchell is not afraid of the moment.
That's his first personal foul. Now in the lineup for the Jazz. Jarrell Bradley. Juwan Morgan.
23 seconds left in the fourth, and that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Hard to believe that Westbrook is in his 30s. Elite burst. He's still one of the more feared players for opponents.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 8. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. The Jazz again can't hit it. And the Wizards with possession. Here's Hughes. Powered down with both hands.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Raul Neto.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. 11 seconds left in the game. Conley finds Clarkson from deep. Nails the tray.
Game on the line. You trust Mike Conley to deliver.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
At the line for your Wizards, Raul Neto.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And so it's the Wizards with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Russell. You guys were down at the half. When did you start to think that you could figure a way out of it?
And I knew we could win it the whole time, man. You know, my job as a point guard is to come out and keep competing, and that's what I try to do.
They took their cue from you tonight, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.